All right, welcome in. Welcome to the Fantasy Minute. This is Tuesday Tactics. I'm John. I'm your host, and let's get it started. So, for our waiver wire pickups tonight, we are looking at a good handful. Hopefully, these players are available in your league. Some just might be. Some might already be stashed, but we're going to go through it anyway, just based off of the recent performances. And we'll get you guys taken care of. We'll make this quick. That's what this is all about. So you get your content in a nice little compact 10, 15-minute sesh before waivers go through tonight, and you can get your priorities set. Whether that's where you are in waiver priority for some leagues, or if you're spending fab. A lot of these, none of these are jump at must-haves. Like nothing that's going to use more than 25% of your fab. Not just yet. Nothing super duper like have to have kind of weak. But there are some that I have ranked pretty high, and some that I'm going after pretty aggressively. So let's get to it. All right, first on the list, running back Bashaw Tootin for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's been the number 2 running back there in Jacksonville behind Travis Etienne, but he is definitely showing his skills. And even though he still is the number 2, he could dominate and threaten the job of Travis Etienne for the number 1 spot. So I like Bashaw Tootin this week. If he's available, pick him up. Next, we've got wide receiver Elick Ayamaner for the Tennessee Titans. He is the rookie, but the number 2 behind Calvin Ridley. Cam Ward's definitely been showing him a lot of love, and it's been boosting his numbers. If he's available, definitely worth the stash. Calvin Ridley should see better days, but it's definitely been beneficial to Elick Ayamaner. So go after him. Highly recommend. This next one on my list, wide receiver Troy Franklin for the Denver Broncos. He has been going off. I'm actually going to be very aggressive going after him in my waivers tonight in several leagues. Him and Bo Nix have a connection that goes back to college. So that chemistry is still here in the NFL, and I'm going to go after Troy Franklin in a lot of spots. Next up, wide receivers Romeo Doubs and Dontavian Wicks. Both are good pickups for the fact that Jaden Reed broke his collarbone last week and has already had surgery, but is looking at being out until the later part of the year if he comes back, and depending on how he comes back. So Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks. Dontavian Wicks plays the role behind Jaden Reed, so you're going to see more of him anyway. But because there's going to be more targets, Romeo Doubs is a little bit more on the reliable side as far as ball handling. So that's who I'm going for. But you can go after Dontavian Wicks if you want. And for all of the Matthew Golden owners out there, hold. Don't panic. He is a rookie. Him and Jordan Love just have to build that chemistry and get things going. It's not time to panic yet. I would at least still hold on to him, especially since you drafted him. Hold on to him a little while longer, and let's see if that relationship can develop there in Green Bay. All right, next, as much as it pains me to say, Ramondre Stevenson for the New England Patriots. has been getting some love over my guy Travion Henderson. Uh, if you know me, I've drafted a lot of Travion Henderson in a lot of leagues. I think maybe one league I was not able to get him. Someone was just higher on him than me and had a better draft pick. So Ramondre was definitely showing up. He knew his job was on the line. He's producing. Antonio Gibson saw a lot of production this weekend, so his numbers were up. And unfortunately, that meant another lackluster week for Travion. I am hoping that he can get back up in there or start establishing himself there and get up to where the usage is super lucrative. But right now, a lot of people skipped on Ramondre and Antonio Gibson. If you're going to go after one of these backs, I recommend it be Ramondre. Just hold Travion Henderson if you have him. There will be better days, I'm sure. All right, next up, another running back for the New York Giants, Cam Skattebo. I believe he's about to leapfrog over Tyrone Tracy. This dude's a tank. If you want to see something exciting, this guy's going to kill it. I just love the way he runs. It's a lot of fun, but I think he's going to get a lot more usage. We saw that this last week, especially in that big game against Dallas, and I think he's just a fun player to watch anyway. When he was fun to watch when he was in college at Arizona. Like this dude's the real deal. Let's see where he goes from there. You got a spot or a need, Cam Skattebo. Grab him, stash him, whatever you need to do. Now, this next player, you don't need to stash. You need to start him right away. Juwan Johnson for the New Orleans Saints. Tight end. This dude's getting so many targets. He is getting just peppered with them by Spencer Rattler. He's basically the safety blanket kind of scenario there for a struggling quarterback. He's getting the looks, though. Juwan Johnson, if he's available in your leagues, get him, start him. He is up there. You want to start him like with your Tucker Crafts, your Tyler Warrens, stuff like that. Not saying he's as good as they are, but the volume puts him up there near it. So definitely don't shy away. Let's get some Juwan Johnson on our rosters. All right. Wide receiver Kayshon Boutte for the New England Patriots. He's getting the volume too. Stephon Diggs is back. They're easing him in, it seems like. He's still seeing a good amount of volume, but Kayshon Boutte, when he gets the looks, he's making them count. He's very productive with what he's been getting. If he's available, you may want to get him and replace him over players like Calvin Austin III. I'm taking him over, let's see, like, yeah, I just like him over Calvin Austin. Cedric Tillman, just because I'm not big on the Browns this year. I think it's just a lot of chaos over there. I'd probably play him over Cedric Tillman, but definitely over Calvin Austin. If there's any other, let me know what you think. If there's anybody else you would play Kayshon over. Next on the list, another up-and-coming, Trey Benson. Arizona has been giving the work to this guy just to see if he can handle it, and he can. James Conner is not getting any younger. I know he's only 30 years old, but for a running back, that's essentially getting ready to pick out your retirement home. He should leapfrog James at some point this year. It might be coming soon. I don't know. But Trey Benson is he's a beast, and he's a good pass catching back too. So if you're in a full PPR league, money. So I'm going to go after him aggressively as well. You want to see the benefits of that, especially if James Conner gets hurt or anything like that. He has not finished the season healthy in his career without missing at least a game or two. So Trey Benson is is high on my target list for sure. Next, poor Austin Eckler. He tore his Achilles, and that ended his season. It might possibly end his career, and that would be sad. An amazing athlete, but in its wake, we are left with decisions. You have Bill, Jacory Krosky-Merritt, that is assuming the number one role there in Washington, but behind him, we need a pass-catching back, such as Austin Eckler was. So that leaves us Chris Rodriguez and Jerry McNichols. McNichols is the definite advantage there when it comes to the pass-catching role, but Chris Rodriguez has shown production in the past as well. If you're higher on one of these guys rather than the other, go for that guy. Always go for your guy, especially if you have a good feeling. That's what it's all about with fantasy. But those are your options there in the backfield in Washington, and hopefully Austin Eckler can recover nicely, and maybe we'll see him back next season. All right, it's that time. It always happens. Wan'Dale Robinson. He's always on the waiver wire, but he's always there. He does get picked up. So this is the time. He showed it in the Dallas game. He's going to catch all those short and unders from Russ, or if it becomes Jackson, or if it becomes Jameis. He's that guy that's just playing underneath, and he gets riddled with targets. So strike now, get him. You may need him later on in the season. You may need him now. Either way, he's going to get the volume, and just keep an eye on the matchups. He should be producing mostly all the time because they can't all go to neighbors, So next up, back to Washington. Tight end Zach Ertz was showing his skills this last week, showing he's still relevant there. Got the points, quite the beast. Same thing with Ja'Tavion Sanders for Carolina. Same thing as Juwan Johnson, Juwan Johnson. He's kind of a safety blanket for Bryce. Just going to get the targets. So when he can't get it to T-Mac or Coker when he comes back, this is the guy. And until Coker comes back, Ja'Tavion Sanders is definitely going to get a lot of looks because it's just not happening with Leggett. He's not Leggett this year. All right. Jacksonville, tight end Brenton Strange. Didn't have the best week this last week, but he's still very productive. If he's available and you need a tight end, this is a guy. Get him. Same thing with Michael Mayer. Brock Bowers did end up playing against the Chargers last night and somewhat produced, but Mayer was getting a lot of looks too, and they scored about the same in fantasy points, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right. Now, for your QB options, we've got some of these may or may not still be available in your league, depending on the structure of your league. If you're doing a super flex, I don't imagine many of these are left at all. But if you're in redraft or anything that's playing just a single quarterback, here we go. Number 1, Daniel Jones for the Colts. Get this guy. It is like he has been unleashed. He has an O-line to protect him. So it's amazing what that can do for a quarterback. Not having to worry about getting his ass handed to him. Just couldn't do that in New York with the Giants. So now it's Danny Dimes time. So get Daniel Jones. He's at the top of my list for quarterback options. I may just grab him to stash and play situationally with my my existing starter. Next up, Geno Smith for the Las Vegas Raiders. One of the most pass-heavy offenses. Geno airs it out. It was no surprise he did the same thing last night, just not to great success. That's tough against the Chargers defense, though. They really kept him kept him kind of in check. So moving forward, Geno should be a good option. He's there in a lot of leagues. Mr. 450 plus yards in the Giants Cowboys shootout. Russell Wilson. Dude's just chucking it, showing us vintage Russell Wilson this past weekend. If he can keep that up, Russell Wilson's definitely a QB that should be available and should be rostered. Grab him if you can. And can you believe this? Nobody has Matthew Stafford for the Rams. A lot of people don't. So you want that Puka connection there? You want to get some Devontae Adams points as well. Like Matthew Stafford is available in most leagues. Same. Not like Matthew Stafford. I was surprised to see in a couple leagues that Caleb Williams is available. He's been doing a lot of productive work with Roma Dunze. You may want to get Caleb. He is available in some leagues as well. As for some of the quarterbacks that have been hurt this past week, we've got, unfortunately, Joe Burrow will be out at least 3 months with a grade 3 turf toe. Jaden Daniels is questionable right now with a sprained knee. J.J. McCarthy, sprained ankle. Justin Fields is in concussion protocol. And Bryce Young, well, he isn't hurt, but he's definitely playing like he is. That was a rough opening drive against Arizona, where he fumbled and they recovered it and ran it back for a pick six, so to speak. So that being the case, you may want to pick up Jake Browning. You may want to pick up in lieu of Joe Burrow. You may want to pick up Carson Wentz in lieu of J.J. McCarthy. Keep an eye on that. You may want to get Tyrod Taylor if you're dead set on being, playing the Jets quarterback. That's just some options there for QB. All right, moving on to defenses. Got a few to look at. First up, and at the top of my list, is the Atlanta Falcons. They've been proving their worth, and I wouldn't mind grabbing them if I'm in need, especially if I'm streaming. Next up, Tampa Bay. The Bucs have been pretty dominant with their defense, same as Seattle. The Colts have also been very productive and keeping their opponents in check, as well as I just mentioned not too long ago, the Arizona Cardinals. And then from what I saw last night or what we all saw last night against the Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers. So there's our defenses. And other than that, I don't think anybody's really annihilating the waiver wire for kickers. So we're not even going to do that. That's silly. So we'll close this episode out. We try to keep it nice and tight so that way you guys can get your info and move along. I'm not going to bombard you with an hour-long show. But moving forwards, how about send in your questions? I'll be happy to answer anything that you've got going on. That could be anything regarding hire on a certain player, or if you're thinking you're out on someone or would like some opinions on who to start, send that in. Let's do that. You may have a trade offer that you're trying to figure out. Send me a screenshot. I'll throw it up on the screen. We'll go over it on the next episode, and that way you can get some answers. So you're not waiting too long. And I'll make it a point that any kind of stuff like that, we get in here and we do at least a quick episode to address that for you. So that way you're not keeping whoever sent you the trade, or you're trying to get it done and send the trade off yourself. Let's get that so you can make your moves. Hey, Ask me about my fantasy football team. Or you know what? Actually, tell me about yours. Feel free to send your screenshots in of your teams, anything anything you want to brag about, anything you like. Oh man, look who I got at this pick. Yeah, it's always fun to talk about your fantasy team. Not a lot of people like our maybe our wives or significant others want to hear about it. So well, I do. Let's talk about it. Let's see what your fantasy team looks like, and yeah, let's uh, let's build those conversations, and yeah, let's get this thing going. All right. Well, that being said, uh, this has been a great. I think it's been a good episode. Hopefully, it helps you with your waivers tonight, and good luck. And we'll see you next time on the Fantasy Minute.